Waiver wire pitchers and rankings risers. Up next on Fantasy Baseball Today in 5. Welcome into FBT in 5 on Thursday, April 11th. I am Frank Samfeld, joined by Scott White, and let's start off with waiver wire pitchers. Yusei Kikuchi up against the Mariners, looked great. 6 innings, 1 run, 9 strikeouts in that one. Seth Lugo is now 3 for 3 in quality starts. This one against the Astros, 6 innings, 2 runs, 2 strikeouts there. And Cody Bradford makes it back-to-back quality starts. This one against the Oakland A's, 6 2/3 innings, 1 unearned run, 7 strikeouts with 17 swinging strikes. Scott, how would you rank that trio of Bradford, Lugo, Yusei Kikuchi?
I'm going to go Kikuchi 1, distant number 1, and then Seth Lugo followed by Cody Bradford. So the reason I'm so high on Yusei Kikuchi, well, for starters, in the second half last year, he was as good as we've ever seen him. 3.39 ERA, 10.3 K per 9. The whip was kind of high, 1.25, gave up a lot of hits, but the bat missing was there, and he was effective overall, very effective overall. 2 of his 3 starts this year have been very effective. And I think maybe the most encouraging thing of all for Yusei Kikuchi is one of those starts was effective, even though his best pitch, the slider, wasn't really there for him. This start here on Wednesday with the 9 strikeouts was the first time he's had his slider. It got 6 of his 13 whiffs on the day. He had 0 whiffs on the slider coming into the start. So I don't know what was going on with that pitch earlier, but he seems to be back now. And if so, there could be good times ahead for Yusei Kikuchi. Not much to say about Seth Lugo. I mean, just look at last year's numbers. I think he could do that again. I do want to say Cody Bradford, though. 3 good starts to begin the year. Not really buying it. He's an extreme fly ball pitcher. I think it's over 60% the fly ball rate right now, according to Fangraphs. And, you can have success that way. Fly balls, when they don't leave the yard, are generally outs. And so we see pitchers like Bailey Ober, Tyler Wells, Christian Javier even. We've seen them have success as extreme fly ball pitchers, but they're good at missing bats too. And apart from this start against Oakland, Cody Bradford really hasn't been. And you look at his numbers last year during his time in the majors, really high exit velocities, which is a bad combination. High fly ball rate, high exit velocities. I think he could be in for some trouble moving forward. Doesn't mean you can't stream Cody Bradford. I know he lines up for 2 starts next week, but long term, I don't think he's going to be a particularly good fantasy option.
Scott, you and I, we both updated our rankings here Tuesday and Wednesday, usually the middle part of the week. We, do a big rankings update every single week. And you had some big risers here, specifically some starting pitchers. Talk to me about some of those risers in your rankings.
Well, the one who rose the most is Reid Detmers. He jumped about 30 spots. He's 42nd now, which moves him ahead of other early season hype cases like Gavin Stone. And I think, moved him ahead of Jack Flaherty, though that was a close call. It's gotten a lot of attention. The Detmer slider has, how he's taken some velocity off of it. He's throwing it more like he did in 2022, and that's great. But the fastball, the fact it's gotten double-digit swinging strikes each of his first 2 starts, it's playing like an elite fastball, and that suggests elite upside for Reid Detmers, which we already kind of suspected he had. But if his fastball is going to play like that, then he definitely has it. And so I'm very excited about Reid Detmers moving forward. Also moved Jared Jones up to 40th. Pirates rookie. According to Fangraphs Stuff Plus, he has the most effective fastball in baseball this year, and it's high velocity. The movement on it, the way it travels to the plate, it's awfully reminiscent of Spencer Strider. And I know Jared Jones's slider grades out as elite as well. So 2 elite pitches and just a very exciting high strikeout pitcher. There are some, obviously, innings concerns there for Jared Jones. He's a rookie, as I said, who throws very hard. But I think we've already seen this year that nobody's safe. And so you might as well go for what you can get while you get it. So I may even have Jared Jones too low there at 40. Also moved Tyler O'Neill into my top 30 with the kind of start he's off to. Outfield obviously is a thin position, so it's pretty easy to move anyone showing signs of life that high. And given Tyler O'Neill's track record, his underlying numbers, I think it's justified. He could keep it up.
Yeah, I agree with you completely. I moved all those pitchers and Tyler O'Neill up as well. I think as long as Jared Jones can continue to throw strikes, I think he can be really effective. And looking at the innings from last year in the minors, 126 and a third. Who knows? He might be able to get up to 140, 150 innings this year. I don't think that would be crazy for Jared Jones. For more extensive fantasy baseball coverage, listen to the Fantasy Baseball Today podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, the Audacy app, or anywhere else podcasts are found. Thanks for listening to Fantasy Baseball Today in 5, and we will be back again tomorrow. Bye-bye.